Hey Gators and sports fans, get all your Gator talk, news, analysis, and opinions on the Pod Up with Matthews in the Morning podcast. Find us on your favorite podcast platform or watch us on Facebook Live between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. every weekday. Pod Up, because we are Gator fans. So say it's great to be a Florida Gator.
Good morning and welcome to a Wednesday edition of the program. It's Pod Up with Matthews in the Morning from the Crime Prevention Security System Studios. Large enough to serve you, small enough to care. It's Wednesday. That means we have Wednesday's weekly Word with Wit. He will be joining us in the second portion of the show, Trent Whittemore. And we got JC to recap what happened last night. Huge win for the Gators. I think they scored the last 9 points of the game. Just phenomenal effort. They're still in the hunt, believe it or not. Got to find a way to beat the Big Blue Nation on Saturday in the O'Connell Center. But good morning, JC. You're on the Titan More Hotline.
Yeah, I'm thrilled to be here. Just great win last night for the Gators. Tough place to play, man. And that kid Pippen, he is something special for Vanderbilt. I don't know what Jerry Stackhouse is doing up there. They don't win enough. From my
He's done a phenomenal job, believe it or not.
His record is pretty self-explanatory.
Well, it's Vanderbilt, okay?
Vanderbilt's traditionally been pretty good in basketball in the history.
Well, you got to remember they were missing 2 or 3 of their top players pretty much the entire year until like the last week. But
yeah, I know. But once again, they'll miss the tournament. So I think you've just got a tough conference to play in. I think if you're Vanderbilt, but that's no excuse. The record is just what it is, and this kid Pippen is as good as there is in the country. And when he was shooting 2 free throws or had a chance to shoot 2 free throws to tie the game last night, everybody in America was thinking we'd be in overtime. I mean, you thought that. I thought that. Everybody in the building thought that. Mike White thought that. But speaking of Mike White, a great draw up on a play that got a shot open for my new favorite player, Fleming, to hit a shot. I mean, that's why I got this hat on right here, because Flanders is a gamer to me.
Well, you know what he did better than hit that shot is he blocked on the breakaway the play before.
That's right. Unbelievable. Just great defense, man. He never quit on that layup. That was a layup. Vanderbilt was going to score, and he didn't quit on it. That's the kind of effort that this team has given us, and that is why, QB, a week ago I told you that they were not out of this thing. Because if they were out of it, if they believed they were out of it, they wouldn't have tried to win last night, or they wouldn't have given the effort. Let's just say that.
Well, I disagree with that. I think anytime you play, you give great effort.
Oh, you really believe that's reality? You think these teams don't ham it up out there? Come on. I mean, they really play hard.
Now, hang on a second.
This team plays hard.
If you're any type of competitor and have anything inside you, because this is not the NBA. This is not the NBA. You got to remember. This is exactly where I go with the NIL and all that crap.
Yeah.
To have an opportunity to do what these kids want to do, every time you step on the court, the field, whatever it is, if you don't give great effort, the next level does not want you. And so
I get it.
Or not. Okay, so let me say this. Vanderbilt was out of it. Do you think they gave great effort last night?
I think Scottie Pippen Jr. did. I think
they all did. They hit 15 damn 3-pointers.
They were good, but it's not close without that one kid.
I disagree with you.
How about Ohio State? What kind of effort did they give last night at home? Losing to a team that doesn't even have 10 wins. Give me a break.
Here's the thing. I didn't watch Ohio State, so they could have gave great effort, but lost the game. Just because you give great effort does not equate to winning. Is my point.
Well, okay, great. But no, your point is that if you don't give great effort, nobody's going to watch you. Nobody's going to want you.
Right. And so my point is if you're an athlete and you're a competitor, anytime you're keeping score, you should give effort. If you don't, you need to find another profession.
Well, it's true, but the reality is that some teams are just off at night. Sometimes, or if they're not off, they're just not. They don't play great.
But being off and giving effort are two separate things. Yeah, it's just like I talked about Gator football. We were not a good football team. Mm-hmm. And what made us worse is we gave not good effort. So you can give great effort and lose. I just think if you ask any coach in America The one thing they want their team to do is play hard and give good effort. So anyway, it was a huge win for the Gators. They host the Kentucky Wildcats on Saturday. If they beat Kentucky, they're getting in. I don't care what happens in the tournament.
Well, we said that last week.
Yeah,
you threw in the towel, dude. You had the towel thrown in the middle of the ring. You took the towel and you tossed it in the ring last week after that Arkansas game.
But if you want to go back and listen to the old podcast, what I said was they couldn't lose another game to have an opportunity. And I said the chances of beating the Big Blue Nation, because I really firmly believe this is Calipari's best team he's ever had. And I know he's won a national title, but I still think this is the best team.
I mean, I think this team would have a problem with Davis and Kid Gilchrist and that team. But I think this team is very good. I think this team is good. I mean, you're not going to tell me. Now, look, Shedway is going to get Player of the Year honors. He really should, and he probably will. But Anthony Davis is a different level, bro. And Kentucky.
They're not the ones that won the national title, though.
Yeah, they are. They absolutely are. Anthony Davis won the national title, and then he left to go to the NBA. And if Calipari had him more than 1 year, Calipari probably would have won another national title. Because everybody gets on Calipari about,
I didn't think Anthony Davis won a national title.
Look it up, QB.
Are you 100% sure of that?
100%. 100.
Okay, well then I'm not even going to look it up yet.
Okay. And here's the thing.
Are you as confident about that as the uniforms that the Gators won when they won their 2 national titles?
No, because those.
I mean, some guy texted me last night. I don't know why they don't wear these uniforms. They won 2 national titles wearing these.
Well, they
did.
Don't you think those are great uniforms? You do have to.
They're good uniforms, but the ones they won the 2 national titles are the ones they wear on a regular basis. John says Anthony Davis did win a national title. So, well, congratulations, Jason.
And like I said, Calipari would have won more than one if Davis. Look, he had more one and dones than anybody in America, including Krzyzewski. And if he kept those players, he would have won more than one national title. So get off Calipari's back. The guy is.
I'm not on him. I think he's a good basketball coach, as I think Jerry Stackhouse is a good basketball coach as well.
I think Stackhouse is a good basketball coach.
Here's the thing.
His record sucks. His record is terrible.
But sometimes the record does not equate to your coaching ability.
What did Dennis Green say? You are what your record says you are, QB.
Yeah.
You're a winner or a loser.
You are coaching at Vanderbilt. That says who you are.
Well, Mark Few coaches at Gonzaga. I mean, Vanderbilt's
been coaching there for 30-something years. Stackhouse has been there for like 3. I'm telling you right now, Jerry Stackhouse will not have a – if he gets fired – he will be hired immediately.
I will tell you,
his X's and O's are incredible.
He will not make the NCAA tournament as a coach of Vanderbilt. And don't tell me it's because of Vanderbilt, okay? Because if other schools smaller than Vanderbilt and less,
they don't play in the same conference, JC. This is apples and oranges now. Your argument is.
I get it. Okay, so this year the SEC is good. There have been years when the SEC has been bad. And, Bruce Pearl is one of the biggest reasons why we even have a good SEC right now, because he's raised up the level of play from everybody else in the
Okay,
SEC.
but you know how long Bruce Pearl's been at Auburn? Like 8 years.
Yeah.
Okay, Jerry Stackhouse has been there 2 or 3 years. I'm telling you, you can ask any basketball people if he's a good coach.
I don't think so.
He's outstanding.
He is not outstanding, QB. You know who's outstanding? The guy at St. Mary's is outstanding. His record shows you he's outstanding.
He's been there 30 years.
No, the guy at St. Mary's.
Yes, he has. Look him up.
The guy at St. Mary's has been there 30 years?
He has been there forever.
Well, he's been to the postseason 13 straight.
Okay. He plays in a 2-team conference, St. Mary's or Gonzaga.
It's still St. Mary's. It's still St. Mary's. And Vanderbilt has played in the SEC, which has not always been a good basketball conference. I think you know that. So, you can keep the guy. You can have him. I mean, they're not going anywhere with that guy. I
didn't say they're going. Well, I'm telling you right now, if he gets 2 or 3 more Scottie Pippens, they will. I mean, Scottie Pippen probably should be the player of the year over Shedway, in my opinion, but he's not. So anyway, Rap Spot's opening its second location in the heart of Gainesville. 1931 North Main Street. Rapside has teamed up with a crew at Vibrant Vinyl Works to offer color change wraps, advertising wraps, custom striping, hood wraps, and wall wraps. I'm blown away that you don't think Jerry Stackhouse, just because he's coached
14 and 15. Last year they were even worse.
Okay, so let me ask you this. When Nick Saban got his first couple of coaching jobs, What do you think his records were?
I don't know, QB.
Okay, they were losing. They were losing records because I guarantee they were losing records. He had losing records at Michigan State. So my point is, Jerry Stackhouse is a phenomenal basketball coach. He's at Vanderbilt. There's a lot of phenomenal basketball coaches out there that are at bad basketball schools. So I'm blown away with that remark, JC. I really am.
His record is what it is, QB. His record is terrible.
That has nothing to do with it.
Has nothing to do.
So let me tell you something.
Record has nothing.
So Joseph wants to know who's a better coach, Mike White or Jerry Stackhouse.
Mike White.
I think they're both excellent coaches. I think Jerry Stackhouse has better stuff offensively. The stuff that he draws up is really good. You ask any basketball person that. All right, we talked enough about Vanderbilt basketball on this show, but the facts are Jerry Stackhouse. Yeah, Cliff says Coach K couldn't do a damn thing at Vanderbilt. I agree.
That's ridiculous. Coach K is mentioning the name Coach K and Jerry Stackhouse.
Okay. I would like for you to go since you did research today. Since you did research today, I would like for you to go back and look at Coach K's first 5 to 6 years at Duke. Go check that out. Tell me if he's a good coach or not. His record's worse than Jerry Stackhouse. I guarantee you.
Okay.
All right. So anyway, baseball wins last night. They got a big series this weekend in Miami. We'll see what that all is. It'll be very chippy, I'm sure it always is. I don't know if anyone saw this, but I saw the greatest dunk I have ever seen at any level the other night. Well, I didn't see it live. I don't know if anybody saw the Ja Morant dunk. JC, did you see it?
I did.
Oh. It's the greatest dunk I've ever seen.
Jeez, Miami. Yeah, I did see that. I was like, I had to rewind it and watch it over.
Yeah, I don't know who he dunked on, but it was a 7-footer, I think, and he is probably 6'1".
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was crazy. It was one of the best dunks I've ever seen in my life.
QB, I did some tireless work. Do you care that I tell you who the locks are in the NCAA tournament right now, or do you want to wait till next week when after?
No, let's hear what you got.
Well, the locks in the ACC, there's one team. The other ones, Wake Forest and Notre Dame should be in. The bubble teams are North Carolina, Miami, and Virginia Tech. In the SEC, it's 6 teams are locks. The bubble team is Florida. We all know who the other 6 are. In the Pac-12, there's only 3 locks: UCLA, Arizona, USC. In the Big Ten, there's 5 locks: Purdue, Illinois, Iowa, Wisconsin, and Ohio State. Michigan State looks pretty good at this point, and they got 3 bubble teams: Rutgers and Michigan and Indiana. Michigan had a big win last night. And then in the Big 12, you've got 5 teams that are locks: Baylor, Kansas, Texas Tech, Texas, and Iowa State. And you got Oklahoma and TCU as looking pretty good. Then you got these other teams out there in the wilderness, like Gonzaga, Murray State, Houston, Colorado State, St. Mary's. Those are all locks. Boise, Wyoming. So in other words, I bring this up is because if Florida's going to make the tournament, they need some of these bubble teams, I think. Even if they lose a close game to Kentucky and only win 1 game in the SEC tournament, Florida's going to need some of these bubble teams to lose. And so the bubble teams that you need to pay attention to, in my opinion, are the teams like Carolina, Virginia Tech, Miami, TCU, Oklahoma, Rutgers, Michigan, Indiana, teams like that.
San Diego State's one of them.
San Diego State, yeah, I'd say they're looking okay. San Francisco, Memphis, SMU, BYU, VCU, Wyoming, Boise. These are teams that'll probably get in, but teams like Loyola of Chicago, North Texas, Davidson, those teams are not locks. They're bubble teams, and you want them to lose if you're a Florida fan. And I don't know if you keep up with that or not, but I still think Florida has a great chance. Whether they win or lose, they need to make it look really good against Kentucky. A close game against Kentucky would almost really, well, it wouldn't kill them, I would say that. If they get blown out by Kentucky, that's not going to help. So, and I think that's a pretty good assessment of it all, because there are a couple of conferences that have 5 locks, and there's a couple of conferences that have less than 5 locks. The Pac-12 and the ACC only have 3 locks and 1 lock, respectively. So, then you have these mid-major conferences, I should say, that have basically 1 lock. That's their conference champion. But then you don't want one of those teams to sneak in as a bubble team. Like San Diego State, Wyoming, and Colorado State are all in the same conference. Well, you don't want those 3 teams all to get in. That just takes up spots.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's the bottom line is if you win, you're getting in. If you beat Kentucky, you're getting in.
I think so. I mean, I think so. But if you lose this 82-81 game to Kentucky and look good in the SEC tournament, and when I say look good, play hard like they did last night, play great against Georgia. And, Kyle Castleton being back in the lineup has really helped. So I really think this is a team that the committee is going to give a lot of consideration to because of the way they look here right now. And, you can overlook some of the bad things that happened months ago. I think that's the case.
Well,
but
the losing close to Kentucky it's a dead issue. You lose the game, you're out. There's none of this. There's no this. Well, they lost by 3.
Well, I don't know. I mean, if Kentucky hits a 3 to win at the buzzer, I don't know if that's going to kill Florida's chances the way you may articulate that. Because, again, the tournament is there to help teams that are on the bubble, basically. And Florida can make some noise in that tournament if they're playing on Thursday, like they probably will, win that, and then possibly win on Friday. If that happens and they get to Saturday with the semifinal games, the last four standing, I think they're going to get it. I mean, I don't know. It's all hypothetical, right? I mean, we're all guessing at this point, but I think there's a good chance for Florida. I mean, the strength of schedule is 48. They are 19-11. I mean, it's not bad. It's not a bad resume. It's not bad.
Dan says on Facebook Live, brought to you by Meloff, the same people are picking the tournament teams that picked the women's SEC Coach of the Year. Florida's out. Yeah, Kelly Reed Finley, for some reason, didn't win Coach of the Year. They gave it to Dawn Staley. I mean, come on.
Golly, that's just why. I mean, she's got the best team. I mean, I guess, I don't know. Maybe they're telling you that she has the best team because of her. So, but I think the comeback story at the University of Florida is the story of the league. It is. I mean, isn't it?
Is what?
The comeback story at the University of Florida is the story of the league. I mean, that they have.
Oh, yeah, there's no question. I mean, no question. What they did was outstanding. Krzyzewski was 62-57 in his first 4 years with 2 losing seasons.
That'll be better than Jerry Stackhouse. He's got a winning percentage of just under 40.
Right. Well, I think he's a good basketball coach. You don't. So.
Good football coach. Is he a good football coach?
We disagree. So there you have it. John says Lenardi has Florida in the next 4 out group. Need the UK win. Yeah. You don't win the Kentucky game, you're not in. There's unless you win the tournament. As I said, losing a close game is not going to do you any good because if you lose that game, you're going to be like the next 8 out. I mean, you're done. You're done.
You don't think if they lose a buzzer beater Kentucky and end up
because the committee doesn't look at they lost on a last second shot. Well, you're on your home court.
Yeah.
You got to win the game.
Well, Well, that's a tall order. If you're telling me that they're only changing.
Actually, I just had on the Titan MR text line, Keith text. Coach K in his first 3 seasons at Duke, he was 38-47. Okay, so I got all kinds of people sending in stats. Not saying Jerry Stackhouse is Mike Krzyzewski. I'm telling you, Jerry Stackhouse is a damn good basketball coach. So there you have it. All right, JC, let's get to our Peachland Dental weekend picks. Gator Nation's #1 choice for dentistry in Port Charlotte and surrounding areas. Visit them at peachlanddental.com. I don't know why you don't like Jerry Stackhouse. It blows my mind.
It's not that I don't like him. I just don't think his record's that good, and I don't think you're a good coach if you have a bad record.
That is not true at all.
Well,
not true at all.
Dude, I mean, you make it sound like Vanderbilt.
Here's the thing. Do you think Dan Mullen's a good football coach?
Yeah.
Okay, he had a horrible record. He is a good football coach.
He didn't
have great talent.
Where did he have a horrible record?
He got fired.
What was his record here, QB?
I'm just talking about last year.
Well, gee whiz. He didn't coach 1 year. He coached 4.
Okay. Well, Jerry Stackhouse coached 3.
It has a losing record. It's not even close.
It's Vanderbilt too, though. I'm just telling you. Okay, we'll make a lunch bet that if he gets fired, which he will not get fired at Vanderbilt, that he will be hired immediately.
I did not say he was going to get fired, but I don't think they're going to win with him, and I don't think he'll win anywhere. All right. So,
You don't think if he gets hired at a really good basketball school, he can't win?
Well, first of all, he won't, because his record won't let him get hired.
That's not true, because athletic directors and basketball people know if a guy can coach or not.
Anyway, all right. So we're doing golf. Okay, I got some here. This is the Bay Hill Classic, and the Bay Hill Classic, or Invitational, excuse me. The Bay Hill Invitational is in Orlando, as we know, Arnold Palmer's course. The defending champion would be one Bryson DeChambeau, but he will not play in this tournament. So with him not playing and defending his championship, we've got he's
been hurt. He's taking too many steroids.
He's not feeling well. Okay. Well, I'm going to go.
Been hurt all year.
Do I go first, or do you go first?
Yeah, you can go first.
I'm going to take Justin Rose. He plays his course great. Give me him.
Okay, I want Victor Hovland.
Oh, okay. Victor Hovland. First time you've picked him this year. All right. Give me okay, I'm going with chalk again, and then I'll pick an underdog. But give me Rory McIlroy.
All right. I'll take Hideki Matsuyama.
Yeah. Very, very understandable.
Terrible, but it's about time for him to start
typically, we get a guy in this tournament that comes out of nowhere, and you're like, who is that, right? So, if it's not Taylor Gooch, it's somebody, some Korean player maybe that comes out of nowhere. So my come out of nowhere guy that really has not done much on tour, but has a chance to make it and maybe get a 2-year exemption by winning this tournament is going to be I can't, you would laugh at me if I told you okay, I'm going to go with Will Zalatoris. He hasn't won yet, but he's had some good playing, but he's still looking for that first win. Give me Will Zalatoris.
I'm going to take the old college basketball player, Gary Woodland.
Yeah, good guy, good player there. He loves it down here. He plays great on Bermuda. He's won in Tampa, so that's a good pick. That I was looking at that, but he's see, when I say QB, we got to take a guy that's never won before. That would not include Gary Woodland, but you went ahead and picked him anyway.
Well, Victor Hovland, I don't think he's ever won.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you took Rory, who's like number 2 in the world. You took.
When was the last tournament Rory won? Do you even know?
I don't even know.
Right.
I mean, the last time Gary Woodland, I think the only tournament Gary Woodland's ever won was the U.S. Open years ago.
U.S. Open. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, so I got Rose, McIlroy, Zalatoris. You got Woodland, Hovland, and what was your third one?
I have Hovland, Matsuyama.
Oh, Hideki. Hideki. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, Hideki and Woodland. All right. Well, last week you finished higher with your glorious pick of Daniel Berger, who almost held on to win, but couldn't hold on the 4th round. All right. There you go. Oh, they're also playing, by the way, the Arnold Palmer Tour, but Invitational. But they also have a tournament down in Puerto Rico, the Puerto Rico Open, and there's some good names down there too. Brandon Grace is down there. Duffner's down there. Nate Lashley is down there. Bill Haas is down there. These are guys that are just trying to get on the money, get higher on the money list. They weren't invited to Bay Hill. That's an invitational. QB, you got to be invited there. QB,
would you be invited to that tournament, JC?
if I was in the top 125, they would have to invite me because I'm such an engaging personality. By the way, do you remember when I told you on Monday I was going to wear the hat of the team that sucked? Because we had a guy that said, Jason, you never wear a hat of anybody that sucks. You always wear bandwagon winning hats. You're always a winner, right? So I'm going to break out the glorious right here. Who is that, QB?
The Sun Devils are bad and everything, aren't they?
That is right. But you also know that logo right there is one of the coolest in the NCAA. You know who
I
that
agree
is?
with that. I don't even know if they're good in softball anymore. They used to be a powerhouse in softball. I don't even know if they're good in softball anymore.
Well, this guy is called Sparky. And Sparky, if they just put him on their helmet and just stayed with a traditional jersey, the uniform of this color with gold or white, they would start to win. But Herb's got a problem. Herb Edwards is not winning there. And one of the ESPN announcers, Matt Berry, is an ASU alumni, and he laments on these Sunday morning radio shows at just how bad the Arizona State football program's got. They lost that kid Jalen, what's his name, the quarterback. But there's a lot of issues internally at Arizona State, and I always wondered, why did Herb Edwards get that job? Why would he be hired at a remote school like that in Tempe, Arizona, as an ESPN analyst with absolutely zero recruiting background in that state? And somehow they hired him, and now they're paying for it because he can't win there. And they should be winning. They have talent there, but they can't win.
Yeah, it'd be interesting because Jalen Daniels was their quarterback. He transferred out. Right. They've had a couple of kids transfer in. There was somebody just said Paul Tyson's grandson from Alabama, but that doesn't he was never going to get any playing time at Alabama. Doesn't mean he's going to play it out Arizona State. So I don't know.
And then there was concern that this kid Daniels, his mother was always hanging around the locker room and all that. Players don't want that. I mean, they don't want to see some guy's mother always interfere, always hanging around. It's a bad situation. So Arizona State is a cool logo. It's a great hat, great colors, wonderful campus, unbelievable.
Is that your favorite college logo?
It's one of them. It's like in the top three. Yeah, there's no.
You know my favorite college logo.
Your favorite college logo? Well, I mean, the Gators is a great one, but
no, we don't. I mean, I mean, like my favorite is the Shocker.
Oh yeah, the guy with the hair. Yeah.
Wichita State Shocker
coming at you with this, ready to beat up on you. Yeah, man, it's so sad that Wichita State's going to miss the tournament this year because we're not going to get to see that dude coming at you. And I agree with that. That is a great logo. So, you get something like this, you get the Shocker. Man, it's just immediate respect. It's just too bad they stink. They're just not that good. But I don't know why. They should be. They're in Phoenix, Arizona, dude. Tempe, baby. Gosh, who wouldn't want to go there?
Maybe they need to hire new coaches, JC.
I think so. Kind of like Vanderbilt basketball.
They need to hire a new football coach, a new basketball coach, a new baseball coach. They need
Bobby Hurley. I mean, you think Bobby Hurley?
They're horrible in basketball.
They are bad. They weren't always, but they are this year. It's hard to believe. In football, they're disastrous. They don't win in baseball anymore. They should. They don't win in softball. They should. So maybe they'll come back. I don't know. But I love Sparky, baby. Sparky is what it's all about. With the Gator football team in '95, when everybody got excited about the national title, something had to happen that involved Arizona State. And that something was Jake Plummer had to lose in the Rose Bowl or Fiesta Bowl, whatever it was. I think it was a Rose Bowl. It was a Rose Bowl. They had to lose to Ohio State. And I think it was Bobby Hoyer or whoever for Ohio State picked off Arizona State in that game. And that opened the door for the Florida Gators and Steve Spurrier to beat up on FSU. And the easiest bet of all time was Florida against FSU after Arizona State lost in the Rose Bowl right before the game. I'll never forget the crowd in the Hyatt Regency outside my hotel room as I covered that game. The energy level just went up 10,000%. It was an exponential juice, and Florida came out, and nobody was going to beat them that night. And they beat them.
All right, JC, before we let you go, we're going to get to this thing in sports brought to you by our good friends at Comfort Temp. Comfort is our business. Peace of mind is our promise. They're hiring team members of all levels of experience, great culture and benefits, and opportunity for growth. $1,000 signing bonus for qualified positions. Give them a call. JC, I know your AC ain't working. Call Comfort Temp, 352-376-2366.
Okay.
This day in sports in 2012, the NFL establishes the existence of a bounty program at the New Orleans Saints. From 2009 to 2011, players given incentives to injure opposition. Coach Sean Payton suspended for 2012 season.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
I was that's brought to you by our good friends at Comfort Temp. I was on some teams back in my early NFL days.
Yeah.
There was cash being thrown around all over the place to take people out.
Well, poor old Brett Favre had to live through that, and he didn't have to. He just chose to play for Minnesota, right? And he took it. He took a beating that oh my God, did he take a beating? But, the Saints were good. It's just Peyton got into that. And, it came out – there was a movie that Adam Sandler did. It was kind of slapstick-ish, but it was based on the true story of Sean Payton being suspended and going home to coach his son in high school, I guess, and in Texas. And that happened while he was sitting out.
I'll never forget, I think it was my rookie year or maybe my second year, sitting in a meeting, and some old veterans, they had an issue with this one player who was a backup, but he played on a lot of special teams, a team in our division. And these veterans says, you rookies that are on special teams, this is the amount of cash if you take him out, because they hated. This guy always played dirty, apparently. But I was just sitting there going, "Holy cow!"
Yeah.
So nobody took him out though. They tried, but they didn't. They tried,
but they couldn't get him, huh?
They couldn't. They couldn't hurt him bad enough, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, JC.
All
right. Go get your gate. I expect you to have a Vanderbilt hat on next time we see you.
Well, I'm not a big fan of the Commodores, as you know. I don't think they represent the conference well in football. I don't think they try. So I'm not a Vandy fan. I'm not. But I think like all small schools in basketball, they can win there. They can. And I just don't think this coach is going to get them there. But you do. So we'll see.
I do. If anybody's going to get them there, he will. He will.
Okay.
So that's JC. Join us on the Titan MR hotline. We're going to take a timeout. We're going to come back. We're going to be joined by Trent Whittemore with the Wednesday's Weekly Word with Wit.
There you go.
You're watching and listening to Pot Up with Matthews in the Morning from the Crime Prevention Security System Studios.
We want to take this moment to thank all our sponsors who keep the show going and pay the bills. Crime Prevention Security Systems, large enough to serve you, small enough to care. Titan MRI, Gainesville's only locally owned and operated MRI facility. Meldon Law, won't back down. Peachland Dental, Gator Nation's first choice for dentistry in Port Charlotte. Comfort Temp, comfort is our business, peace of mind is our promise. QC Kinetics, live pain-free with QC Kinetics. Great Clips, it's gonna be great. Our Gridiron sponsors are Auto ER, UF Bookstores, Celebration Point Town Center, South State Bank, Chris Doring Mortgage, Silverback Concrete Co. Some of our touchdown sponsors are MB Listing, McDonald's of Gainesville, My IT Masters, Gainesville Neon and Signs, 84 Lumber, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Avra and Smith, Dowling Signs, Baker's Sporting Goods, Ruse Ogra Agent, State Farm Insurance, Silver Cube Billiards and Sports Bar. If you are interested in promoting your business on the show, visit potupwithshane.com and click the advertise button. Again, thank you to all the great businesses that support the show. If you like what we are doing here, make sure you follow us and support the businesses that support us.
Steve Spurrier here. You know, making a reservation at my restaurant is easier than a Saturday afternoon homecoming game against Vandy. You don't have to call or email. Just go to spurriers.com, hit the reservation button, pick a date, a number of guests, and a time. It's so simple, I can do it. In fact, I just did. Maybe I'll see you tonight.
Hello and welcome back to your fourth edition of Weekly Word with Wit. This week we'll be joined by Riley Simonds, Gator offensive lineman. Riley, how are you?
I'm doing well, Trent. How about you? Thanks for having me.
I'm doing great, man. Good to hear. Well, let's jump into it. Riley, where are you from? Tell me a little bit about that.
I'm from Beaufort, Georgia. It's about 30 minutes north of Atlanta. Growing up, I grew up in Jackson County, but I went to Beaufort because it was better for sports and education. And my mom is a teacher, so she said I had to hit them books hard. And my dad said I had to have the best football, so Beaufort was it.
Nice. Where's Jackson County at in relation to Atlanta?
Jackson County is just like it's the way out there. It's like the boondocks where
okay.
hillbillies roam and stuff like that.
Is that east or west?
It's east.
East. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. So Beaufort High, y'all are pretty good at football. They're still pretty good at football. Never won state while you were there, though?
Never won state while I was there. One of the only classes.
That's a pain. But y'all were good every year, though, obviously.
Yeah, we were good every year. I mean, 2 out of the 4 years I was there played in a state game or was at a state game. So
Yeah, that's impressive. I know that your high school O-line was kind of them boys.
Yeah. All five of us went Power 5. And then we had another guy and a grade below us. He went Power 5. So basically our 6 men, if you want to compare it to basketball, went Power 5 as well.
And
so,
where are they all at?
I got my best friend, Harry Miller, who was my best friend in high school at the time. He's at Ohio State. He played with Josh Myers, who plays in the league now.
Yeah.
And then Reese McIntyre, who plays at Ole Miss. He was blocking for that boy, Matt Corral.
Okay, that's big time.
And then another one of my buddies, Carter Colquitt. He plays at Ole Miss, but he's no longer playing football.
Okay.
And then Seth McLaughlin, he started for Alabama at center this year.
Impressive. I don't know if I've ever heard of a team going 6 across the board like that.
Yeah. And then both of our running backs were Power 5 too. So, I mean.
Whoever beat y'all boys really pulled off an upset.
They sure did. No, they beat our coaches. They didn't beat us.
I respect
You don't throw the football in the rain.
You
don't throw the football in the rain.
I mean, you got 5 Power 5 linemen just running.
So why throw it? Is all I'm saying.
Yeah. I hear you. Well, for those of you who don't know, me and Riley, we stay at the same crib. And you can cook it up. I'm just letting the people know.
I mean,
tell me, like, where did you first learn that you were good at cooking or that you like to cook?
Well, my dad. So my mom's terrible at cooking. My mom can't cook unless she like follows a recipe to the T.
Right. Kind of like me.
No, you can cook on
I've
certain
been improving.
days.
I've been improving.
I mean, you've been around me, so of course you're improving.
Exactly.
No, I'm kidding.
Exactly.
But I don't know. I guess my dad's mom can cook really, really good. And like for Thanksgiving, we would always be like, Grandma, like, what are you gonna make and stuff. So I guess I would always be like, I want to help. Like she was like, okay, you can take the cranberry sauce out of the can and stuff. And I was like, no, I want to help.
You want to really cook.
Yeah, and she was like, okay, all right. The first time she was like, make cornbread. I was like, all right, I'll make the cornbread. And then she was like, okay, now help me make the turkey and stuff. But I don't know. I guess just like my family, like food brings people together. So I like to make people happy. So I guess I just learned and picked it up and said, I'm going to make these folks happy.
I mean, it brings the house together when you cook it up.
Everybody smells it. It's either the smoke going off or it's something good in the oven. So
yeah. What's your top dish? I mean, I would say it's steak. What would you say it is?
I'd probably say it's steak. I think my girlfriend would say that it's the fried chicken sandwiches, though.
The fried chicken sandwich is fire. I go venison cheeseburger.
I would say the venison cheeseburger is my personal favorite. Venison cheeseburger's
got to be up there. If y'all have never tried a venison burger, you got to do it.
The sausage is good too, though.
Sausage is good, I think, but the sausage is not as much art in the cooking of it.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
It just goes in the air fryer. It's not like I get to kiss it or nothing but the chef's kiss.
You are really kissing that burger, though. It's unbelievable.
Got to.
Well, let's go to halftime. This is a couple quick questions. Kind of this or that, yes or no type deal. Let's go McDonald's nuggets or Chick-fil-A nuggets.
Ooh, gotta go with Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A?
Lord's food. That's the Lord's food, son.
Hey, they are closed on Sundays. Gotta respect them for it.
Got to.
Here's a curveball. Wendy's 4 for $4. Would you rather hit that or like the deals from Taco Bell? So like 99-cent stuff from Taco Bell.
You know, if I'm gonna eat Mexican food, I'm gonna eat Mexican food. So I'm not gonna go to Taco Bell. So I'm gonna have to go for the 4 for $4.
Yeah, my family sometimes says taco smell.
Tacos. Oh, okay. The play on words with Taco Bell. Sorry.
Yeah,
okay,
that's something we say.
I'm not trying. I have a dog, so I'd eat that dog food instead of just going to get the low grade meat.
Oh, I got you. Favorite music genre? I know you got a lot of tunes playing. You like to sing along in the shower. I can hear you in there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But what's the favorite genre?
Podcasts are exposing me. I mean, Lil Wayne, obviously, gotta love, respect the rap.
Yeah.
I mean, the longevity of the kid.
Yeah.
I don't know. That boy Luke Combs is better together, so.
He's putting it down. But I'm asking, like, what is it like? It's just whatever in the mood for it? Because I hear, like, country coming out of there. I hear, like, R&B. I hear, like, everything.
I mean, it's either country, R&B, or just strictly rap.
Right.
I mean, I like to listen to it for the words, not really the music. So whatever the people are saying.
I got you. Okay. I know you had hoop dreams back in the day as a kid. You were a hooper. So I got a big time would you rather. Would you rather hoop in the finals, like contribute to a finals dub, or would you rather score a goal and your country wins the World Cup? It doesn't like not necessarily America wins the World Cup. I mean, yes, but like I'm saying, just like would you be like that dude in soccer or that?
Well, I'm not playing for nobody else, so it'd be America. So would I rather make the game winner for the World Cup?
It's not a game winner. It's just you just scored a goal and then you contributed to like. I'm saying like which one would you rather be like a?
I'm gonna say I'd rather contribute to winning something for my country because I feel like that's more exposure for myself.
Respectable. Yeah, I think like I didn't even really play soccer growing up, but if I were in the World Cup, like it doesn't get bigger than that.
Yeah, I mean everyone's watching.
When you see those highlights, especially of like other countries and like the people are like literally out in the streets and they got it up, like that's fire.
Yeah,
that's
like
fire.
They're just out there watching it, sipping on something.
Yeah, down there in like
Los
Chile or whatever.
Brazilians or something.
Yeah. That's fire. Why beard and long hair?
Well, the long hair is for whenever we win a national championship, I'm shaving my head and I'm donating it for Locks of Love, like to give people who can't grow hair or have cancer. Like, so that's why I've always had my long hair. And the beard, I don't know. I have a baby face, and
so you're masking the baby face with the beard? Yeah,
masking it.
My beard's not the best, but yours is rocking.
I guess it's just like me cooking and you cook. My beard's better. My cooking's better.
Oh, okay. How often do you trim it, though? How often do you trim it?
I don't know. If I shave it like right here.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like at least once a week minimum, like 3 times a week max. Okay. It grows like wildfire, like kudzu.
Self-care, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Here's a tough one. Georgia high school football or Florida high school football?
Oh, Georgia high school football. It's not tough at all.
But are you being honest when you say that? Or are you just like,
yes.
No, just be honest. Give me your honest, like, and it's okay to say Georgia, but you have to at least say it's close. It's not like it's not.
No, it's close. It's close.
Okay.
But you guys just have more speed down here. We have more, like, we're about to put this ball in the eye and run it at you.
Yeah. I would say that's probably right.
I would say that they're very close.
I think those are top 2. I mean, I know people make like a Texas argument and a Cali argument, but I'd say we're top 2.
I'd say we're top 2. I would throw Texas in there. I would not put Cali in there, though.
Yeah, me neither. I think the thing about Texas is it's huge. So like,
yeah, it's like it's just their own like United States.
Yeah, and it's just, I mean, there's a whole bunch of teams that suck in Texas. You know what I'm saying? And there's some good teams, but it's like I feel like, especially your area of Georgia. I mean, I've got cousins who play in North Cobb, and I mean, that area, just greater Atlanta, is really good football.
Gwinnett County's finest.
Gwinnett, yeah.
That's where it is, Gwinnett. Gwinnett. I would say, I'm biased.
Right. I mean, I'm biased too. I'd probably say Florida, but I'm biased too, but it's good football.
Oh, yeah, wherever you go, wherever I'm going to live when I'm older, it's either probably going to be Georgia or Florida. And it's probably going to be because of high school football, wherever my kids end up.
Could you ever see yourself involved in high school football?
No, probably not.
No?
No. I mean, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know.
Follow your dad's footsteps.
Yeah, I don't know. I've definitely thought about it. I'm not opposed to being a part of Friday nights at all. Something special about Friday nights.
Yeah, it's different than any other feeling Friday nights.
No doubt. I mean, I'd take my Friday night memories, I'd say top my collegiate memories. That's nothing against the University of Florida. That's nothing against the fans. Nothing against all the atmospheres that I played a part of. But there's just something special about Friday night.
Dude, it's 7:30, man. 7:30, walking out. Our field was called Tom Ryder. And we'd come out of the Wolves Den, and they would say, "Here come the Wolves!" And I'll just get chills. Now I get chills, even if I hear it now.
Yeah. I feel like this is gonna sound weird, but I used to get so nervous for high school games.
Yes.
Like more nervous than I do playing now. I don't know why, but we would be like a district opponent or like big game or like rivalry city matchup. I would be so.
Oh, it's because like everyone you know is there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because like in college, you could be like, I mean, like the people, like, hey, you know, these people don't even know me. You know what I'm saying? But like in high school, like. You're going back to school on Monday. Take that L.
Your teacher's about to roast you.
Yeah. That's good stuff. All right, we had a couple fans come in with questions on the Titan MRI text line. We got Chris with, what do you study in school?
So right now I'm studying to be a telecommunications major. hopefully be like you one day, have my own podcast or something.
Not my own. Shout out Shane Matthews.
Shane Matthews, yeah, your boy. But I mean, you helping him out. So something like that one day, I don't know. And then hopefully we got this COVID year, get a master's, get the business degree going.
That's good stuff.
Maybe open a restaurant or something.
He might open a restaurant. What would it be called? Or do you not want to reveal the name to the public?
No, it's okay. The domain's already bought. Cuddle Burgers, it's already bought.
Cuddle Burger, y'all. If y'all see that, you know that the head chef back there is absolutely tremendous.
Sous chef putting in work too, though.
Oh, yeah, I'll be there. Probably start out with, just seating people, and then when I get a little bit more experience in the kitchen, I'll be back there.
Yeah. You can't have Creed, though. Creed can't come.
My little brother, no. First of all, he'd probably eat your food before it got to you.
It got to the plate.
Second of all, it'd be raw if he cooked it. No patience. All right, we got one more. Steve, what's your 40 time, brother?
Steve, what's my 40 time? Ooh.
The big boy? Are you rolling?
I'm rolling, but not like a snowball, son. Not like a snowball.
When was the last time you ran a 40? Like, did you run at camps? Would you even do that?
No, I didn't.
They
said not to.
Hit that
they said
pass
not
set?
to. You hit that pass set and get that 1-2 punch and say I'm good. But the first time, I don't know what my current 40 time is.
Yeah.
I mean, I do be running 16 miles per hour. I know that.
On the catapult?
On the catapult.
That's impressive. 16 miles an hour? That's moving.
But the first time I ever ran a 40, and boy said, all right. They said, I was expecting like 5 something. Came back 7.74.
What?
I said,
how old were you?
I was like 11.
Oh, okay.
I was 11, first time I ever ran.
Before I ran a 7.4. Oh, man. I remember, I think first time I ran a 40, I was in middle school. I think I hit I think it was like a 5.7.
7.4, they said.
No, not middle school. I was in 5th grade. I remember now.
I think I was 11, so I was in 5th grade too.
Yeah. I bet you were down bad after that.
Down bad. I was like, nothing's ever going to go good for me.
That's hilarious.
I was like, let me go back. Let me get some water out of the water hose and come back and run.
You like when you're little, you had to say something hurts, but you don't know, like muscles. So you're just like, my leg hurts.
I was like, my heart hurts.
Yeah.
My heart hurts for what I just did.
That's too funny. Okay, we'll end this on what's your favorite moment so far as a Gator, like on-field moment? What's been the best feeling? I know me and you came in together.
Okay, I'm going to give you 2 scenarios.
Okay.
Well, my favorite moment is when we were playing Auburn our freshman year, our true freshman year.
This one's probably up there for me too.
P. Ryan hits the explosive. I know exactly how many yards it was, but
it's like 80 something.
80-yard run. Never heard a place louder than the Swamp on that day.
It was rocking. I say Bama this year was comparable noise wise, but that was some of the loudest I've ever heard in the stadium.
That was it was so loud to me because that specific play, I remember it sounded like a volcano erupting or something.
Yeah.
And then another scenario, probably one of my favorites. I don't know if you feel this way, but I mean, we did play in an SEC championship, and we almost won the dang thing. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a significant time for sure. I think that all those championship games, when you kind of get to the pinnacle like that, like I said, we didn't finish the job. We will, in our time here, no doubt. But that one was definitely special.
Yeah, it's like an appetizer. We had the taste, but now we're coming back for
it is cool.
Meal.
I mean, those experiences. I've heard in a book one time that what if you could only see a sunrise, 5 or 6 times? Well, you'll only probably play for a championship. I mean, you'll be lucky if you play for a championship 5 or 6 times, but yeah, those championship games are special.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just something that everyone dreams of when they're a kid. I played in the SEC championship game. We didn't win, but
right. Yeah.
We were there.
Yeah, that was special.
I mean, you're the first loser, but you're still there.
Yeah, it was special for sure. Well, Riley, really appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
A great segment on the show. I've been looking forward to this one. That being said, like I said, I appreciate all y'all listening in, sending in questions every week. Please continue to do that. Give me a follow on Twitter. That's where I announce, who will be coming on the next week. Y'all be locked into that. And till next time.
We want to take this moment to thank all our sponsors who keep the show going and pay the bills. Crime Prevention Security Systems, large enough to serve you, small enough to care. Titan MRI, Gainesville's only locally owned and operated MRI facility. Meldon Law, won't back down. Peachland Dental, Gator Nation's first choice for dentistry in Port Charlotte. Comfort Temp. Comfort is our business, peace of mind is our promise. QC Kinetics. Live pain-free with QC Kinetics. Great Clips. It's gonna be great. Our Gridiron sponsors are Auto ER, UF Bookstores, Celebration Point Town Center, South State Bank, Chris Doring Mortgage, Silverback Concrete Co. Some of our touchdown sponsors are Campus USA Credit Union, Adams Rib Company, Doreen Wiebe Realtor, Caldwell Banker, MM Parish, Gator Dominoes, Celebrate Primary Care, Gator Bait Media, Wrap Spot, Okido America, Style Cuts, Big Mills Cheesesteaks. If you are interested in promoting your business on the show, visit potupwithshane.com and click the advertise button. Again, thank you to all the great businesses that support the show. If you like what we are doing here, make sure you follow us and support the businesses that support us.
Welcome back to the Crime Prevention Security System Studios, large enough to serve you, small enough to care. At South State Bank, we understand that small businesses need a community business partner they can rely on. South State has 4 convenient Alachua County locations. South State Bank, banking forward, member FDIC. I want to thank JC for joining us on the Titan More Hotline, and also Trent Whittemore doing his weekly segment on Wednesdays with athletes. I love it when he has the big lineman. We appreciate Riley joining the program. If you got questions for Trent, make sure you shoot them to us on the Titan More text line. I'll get them to Trent. He usually releases today, tomorrow, or Friday who he's going to have on. And if there's anyone y'all want him specifically to get on, it doesn't have to be a football player. It can be any of the athletes. Let us know. But I think he does a tremendous job. It's cool just for him to sit down and hash out with some of these guys. I saw where Big Riley says he's going to donate his hair to the kids that need. I remember my son, when he cut his mullet, did the same thing. Was it The Life of Locks or something like that? I can't remember. Andy asked real quick before we get out of here on Facebook Live, brought to you by Mellon Law. Shane, how many games did the Lady Gators win at the SEC tournament? I'm going to say 2. We need to at least win 1. We're in that 3-game slump, and you want to win a game going into the NCAA tournament. But once again, congratulations to Kelly Ray Finley. I don't know how she didn't win Coach of the Year. It goes to Dawn Staley, who has the best team in the country. So anyway, hope you enjoyed today's program. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. We'll have college football news from our college football analyst, Brent Beard. Also, our Baker Sporting Goods High School roundup as well. Have a great day, folks, and we'll see you tomorrow.